All right, shalom, shalom. Yahweh Bahashem Salakia. First point, we want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rikakadash. Want to give double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Mighty shalom to all the listeners, the believers, the Akim and Aqua staying rooted in his faith and truth, pushing the will of the Lord. All right, this is just a few of the brothers of the Gear branch of Great Millstone. I am the brother Iowa, joined by
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up?
what's up?
You raw?
Yashra Allah.
Khan, and today we're just trying to get into another video, man. Keep pushing the will of the Lord, right? And doing what we're supposed to be doing as watchmen, man. All right, anytime we see certain things, we're supposed to be out here giving, what was it called, the word out to the people. All right, and today's title is going to be disaster after disaster because based off what's been going on in the Northwest, man, we've just been seeing different things hit near us, and we've been seeing different things hit around the world, from volcanoes to earthquakes to tornadoes touching down in the Midwest, man. All right, and all these different people are scrambling and going based off their own mind, but we understand through the scriptures that these things were set to happen in order for prophecy, man. The Lord told us these things were going to come to pass, man. So we wanted to start with the book of Matthew, chapter 16, because we have a lot of different false teachers and a lot of people who can see different things happening but can't link it up according to the scriptures, right? So it says, Matthew 16 and 1 says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, tempting, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. In the morning, it be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the times? Right? It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed. Right? And the Lord has already been giving these people signs by you being able to see your teachers. Your teachers now on the highways and byways, on the street corners, giving you all these different warnings. Right? You people could see all these different tornadoes and things happening, but you guys can't link it according to the scripture as pretty much the time of the Lord coming back, man. And that was back then. The same thing is happening now. Right? These different people are out here pretty much scared and going into all of these different earthquakes and tornadoes that are happening and trying to prep themselves carnally. But you have to understand that this is a spiritual thing, man. All these things are happening according to how the Lord has sanctioned it to happen. Right? The Lord said these things were gonna happen, man. You brothers can bring out precepts if you have them. I had another one. If not,
Hey, I may add too. Also, got to forget about the celestial signs. You know, you've been having a couple blood moons. I think a solar eclipse happened a couple days ago.
yep.
You know, meteor showers. You know, I think it's planetary alignments. You know, all these things are also signs, man. You know, because the scriptures say, you know, that was the moon and the stars created for us as signs. You know, signs of the seasons. And, you know, we're in the season of what? You know, war and destruction, you know? You got it, bro.
Con, I want to get on this Amos 3 before I get that second address. This is Amos 3 and 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in it? It's like it. Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? Right? So we understand that all of these different things are sanctioned upon by the Lord. All of these different disasters that are coming upon, all these different things, which you'll try to give credit to Esau Edom, or you try to give credit to other phenomenons, you have to understand that the Lord has said these things are going to come to pass. You got it, right?
They're like Mother Nature. You know, they had named the storms Hurricane
Mm-hmm.
Martha or Hurricane this. No, it's Hurricane Yahweh Shem Shad. It's the Lord that's bringing these things.
Yep.
Not no damn Mother Nature. And, you know, the Lord, you know, got spirits. He created spirits for vengeance, you know, and the Lord controls the elements. But that's all I want to say. You got it, bro.
Con, and the Lord is having these things happen based off your wickedness, man. We move the Lord to wrath, and you have to understand that the Lord doesn't judge according to how man judges. He sends things according to his spirit. So when you see these tornadoes, you see all these natural disasters, it's as the Lord doing these things for scourges for amendment. Right? But you people aren't mindful. Once again, you guys give all the glory to another, and yet you don't acknowledge that these things are happening because the Lord said these things were going to happen, or let alone these things are happening based off your wickedness, man. Right? But yet you guys don't want to get better. You guys don't want to acknowledge these things. But you have to understand that these things are going to continue to happen until the Lord, what's it called, has that judgment day come upon us, man. These things aren't going to get better. They're only going to get worse before they get better. right? So these natural disasters that you're seeing now, they're only going to intensify and they're going to start happening more rapidly.
Hey, what's that precept where it says the plagues are not slack? I can't pull it up because if I do,
I
it's
get
gonna
it.
cut me out.
You gotta IUI.
Yeah, I get it. It's 2nd Ezra 16, 37. Give me 1 second. Let me switch it over. 2nd Ezra 16. Oh yeah, here we go. And 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." It says, "As when a woman with child in the 9th month, so like in the 9th month, bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment."
Like those birth contractions, man. And they happen every couple minutes, and then as the baby get closer and closer, I think they call it this, a centimeter starts to go down. The baby
Dilating.
head start dilating. Those contractions happen more and more and more, and that's the same thing with these, with these plagues.
Precept.
You got it, bro.
Let me get this last verse and then you can get it. It says, verse 39, "Even so shall the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come up, sorrow shall come upon it on every side." All right, so backing up the brother. Oh, you got it, Ura. I see you on me.
No, you got it, bro.
Now you got it. Finish your point.
No, I was gonna say, hey, they're gonna just continue to see these things more and more. It's not gonna stop. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, what you have, Saul?
Kika Habakkuk, chapter 2, starting at verse 2.
Book of Habakkuk 2, starting at verse 2. Matter of fact, I might as well start at 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." It says,
No, you got it. Yeah, get verse 3.
"For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry."
Yeah. These visions, it's the prophecies that the brothers were just talking about. And just like what the brother Uriah was saying, these plays are not slack. We was prophesying to these things times past, recently. But now, we're seeing manifest real time.
Come
God.
Yeah,
If they,
you got it.
yeah, come because it's coming from the Lord. And we know the Lord. The day of this is the day of the Lord, man. The Lord said the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, man. Okay. And we know during the time of Noah, during the time of Lot, there was always, warning signs, of the Lord getting ready to judge the place, man. And it didn't get easier. The Lord didn't let up, every time he was getting ready to judge his place. Look at Egypt, man. Those plagues after plagues after plagues, man, that was plaguing Egypt, man. So the Lord ain't gonna stop until he come and deliver his very elect, man. And then the ultimate judgment would be that nuclear fire, man. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
All right, Smite, you said it. You got it.
No, you got it, bro. I was actually
Oh,
let
no,
you
you got
finish
it.
your point. It's why you say that till he deliver. What they say when a woman, after she had a baby, they put the baby in the delivery room. I think they call it.
Yeah, come.
Yeah. So hey, the Lord, these plagues, like we were saying, it's gonna happen like those contractions until that baby is born, to that delivery happen.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what the Lord is doing is they got something that's called inducing the pregnancy. Hey, the Lord is inducing, what I'm saying, the plagues upon the face of the earth, man. You see? And like Ezekiel 7:7 and NLT said, it's gonna be disaster after disaster, a problem after problem, destroy one thing after another, man. You see what I'm saying? It's not gonna slack, it's not gonna let up, man. It's not gonna lag, man. Okay, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Because I was gonna start from the top with that Ezekiel 7.
Con.
It says title being punishment. Unless y'all had anything.
Nope.
It says
No, you got it,
punishment
bro.
for the wickedness foretold. And this is Ezekiel 7, starting at verse 1. It says,
Mhm.
moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of their land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will
Yep.
judge thee. Slakia.
Yeah, because the end is coming, man. This is what we out here prophesying on the highways and byways. You know, these videos. You see what I'm saying? What's that Jeremiah 28 and 8 we always bring out? The prophets of old time prophesied against many countries, kingdoms, you know, of war, of evil, of pestilence. You see what I'm saying? This is what we doing. We coming back in our lot, you know, prophesying the same thing, because this is about to be the end of Esau's kingdom, man, and the beginning of our reign, according to 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 9, man, starting in verse 9. Go ahead, bro.
Continuing on, it says, I'm going to read from the top again, 7 and 3, Ezekiel. It says, now is the end come upon thee, I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Hey, y'all think we angry? You know what I'm saying, about this, about how the earth is being ran, you know, and how the Lord's people is being treated. Hey, the Lord is angry, man. You know, hey, the Lord is furious. Okay, the Lord, the Lord is not gonna touch. What he said, 2nd Ezra 15. He ain't gonna hold back his touching the wickedness of this. Really, he was talking about Jake, but really, it's talking about, you know, the wicked that's ruling the earth, man. As well in today's time, you see. So, hey, if you think we angry, man, hey, guess what, man? The Lord is, how much so the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
And also, if I may add too, you know, in the ancient days, you know, they feared the prophets. I'm on an account with Samuel when he came to that town.
Yeah,
You know, the elders of the town, like, well, do you come in peace?
right.
You
He
know,
already
so
do.
hey, don't get it twisted. Esau, these devils, they know, you know, they know their times up. When they see the prophets out there, they know, oh shit. You know, like those saying, the writings on the wall now.
Yeah.
What it said, man, your kingdom has been weighed, and now you've been found wanting, man. You know,
Yeah. And we don't come in peace, man. We come in the spirit of our Lord. The Lord is in the what? The spirit of prophecy, man. And what the Lord said, he said he coming to bring a sword, man. And that sword unto us is not a carnal sword, but it is a spiritual sword through this word. You know, cutting asunder, piercing and cutting asunder, you know, every both bone and spirit. You know, what's that? Hebrews 4 and 12. You know, hey, prophesying the downfall of this kingdom, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
It's mighty what you said earlier too, because you said you think we're angry, but the Lord is more angry. And you have to understand that it said what the Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, right? Beholding, he sees everything, man. He understands what's going on that we don't see behind closed scenes, right? Behind closed curtains, right? The Lord knows what you guys are doing when you think that nobody else sees you, right? Did not the Lord say that your sins have reached pretty much the heavens floors, right? So the Lord is pissed, and He's been having this anger built up and built up and built up, and He was waiting until that time, which was right in His mind, in order to start pouring out His recompense. And we're starting to see that that time is nigh, right? But yet you guys once again don't want to get right, seeing that these things are coming to pass. You're only what's it called, waxing worse and worse.
That's
like
it.
a
See,
future smell, like you know, you come in the house, like, what the fuck is that smell?
Yeah.
You're not gonna stop. You're not gonna stop till you find that smell. You're gonna
Yeah.
try to get rid of that smell.
Yeah.
And that's Esau. That your sins is like a foul odor in the nose of the Lord. Not just Esau, you heathens and the 2/3. You know, it's like a foul odor that, and the only way you get rid of that foul odor is what? Cleanse the house, cleanse the earth. You know,
That's it.
get rid of the problem.
That's it. Get the precepts.
if y'all got something before I keep going in this.
You
Nah.
got it, bro.
All right, I was at point 4. It says Ezekiel 7 and 4. It says, "In mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee. Ye shall
Mhm.
know that I am the Lord.
That's it. And it's really talking about his people, because really judgment, if you go over two more chapters, judgment is going to start, at the Lord's sanctuary, man. Starting with the ancient men of Israel, man. Okay. Like this is always a warning, for his people, man, for his people to get right, man. All right. And we're asking the Lord, because we know the Lord, the terribleness of the Lord, man. Okay. So we're asking the Lord to show, mercy upon us, and don't retain and keep your anger upon us, man, forever, man. This is what we praying. Okay. But at the Lord, at 2/3 of our people in these other nations has put a foul odor, like the brother was saying, a foul smell. All right, and that shit, the Lord got his nose turned up now, man. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
It's mighty you say that because, we look at the situation given in our area, last place to fuck it that really, that really feel the, it's going to feel the relief. Is the last place not going to get relief is Gary, which we
Yeah,
know, the whole Northwest Indiana is predominantly Israelites. You got Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, confusion of faces.
yeah.
But it's ironic. Gary is the place where it got hit the hardest and is receiving the least aid.
Right.
Showing that the Lord is displeased with Jake there, man. He's displeased with Jake everywhere, but it's crazy how I just want to point that out.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the Lord's anger. What it's saying, Isaiah 9:12. It talks about for all his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still, man. The Lord's hand is still really stretched out, to Jake out here, man, during this grace of window, this window of grace. Okay. So the Lord ain't gonna pour out his full anger just as of yet, man. You see? But like the brother mentioned earlier, man, these are all warning signs or scourges of amendment, in order for Jake to get his shit together, man, get his house in order, man. Get that covering, man, But we understand, according to prophecy, 2/3 of our people ain't gonna take heed to the message, man, to the warning. You got it, bro.
I have a quick pre back what Brother Uriah said. Regarding how Esau is not gonna pretty much send help out to Jake and low income areas, especially like places like Gary. This is Proverbs 29:7. It says the righteous consider the cause of the poor, but the wicked regard not to know it. And in the AMP it says, but the wicked man has no interest in such knowledge. So they're not going to consider Jake in these times. They only gonna worry about themselves. Once they got well, they got here. Jake is the least of their worries. During this time.
Hey, Paul Kushak, you get that precept where it says, as far, I think it's in Lamentation, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. I think it's in Lamentations. As far as we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Watch for a nation that cannot save us.
Yeah. Because Jake, what it is, Jake's trusting the shadow of Egypt. He think, oh, Esau, they're going to help us. This devil don't give a fuck about you. This devil, he what's the word I'm looking for? He salivate, if that's the word.
He get on today.
Yeah, when at to see you at your in distress. Hey, a good example is Hurricane Katrina. They salivate at the fact to see you in turmoil. Should just say, an enemy shall not be hidden in adversity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, he lies there. The enemy, they lie and waited, for these times, man. Like you mentioned Katrina. Hey, they was picking Jake off, man, down there in Katrina, man. Silently, and a lot of that shit, was not even on the mainstream news. But hey, the army was down there. The military was down there. Off in Jake, man, unaliving Jake, left to right, man. And see, this is what we out here giving a warning on. We out here giving a warning, letting Jake know, hey, man, Jacob's trouble is coming, man. The enemy is about to come in, and surround you, Jake. You see what I'm saying? Hey, little do you know, while you out here, partying and bullshit, you see what I'm saying, and not taking heed to the words of the Lord, of the Heavenly Father, okay? And the Lord is about to send this damn devil upon you, man, with great wrath, man. Go ahead, bro.
Like a flood.
Like a
Go
flood,
happen
yeah.
in New Orleans. A flood came.
Oh, God.
And it's crazy. Katrina, that word Katrina goes into cleansing.
Cleansing, yeah. That's it.
So that Lord's cleansing y'all ass. And the same thing happened up here, man. The Lord finna bring in a flood of judgment upon Jake. Not
That's
just
it.
in Gary and in this area, but shit, nationwide, worldwide.
That's it, man.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You got to walk.
Yeah, I got that Lamentations you wanted. It's Lamentations 4:17. It says, ooh. Okay. It says, as for us, it says, as for us, our eyes are yet filled for our vain hope, and our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
Mm.
God, and that's America, man. You study Trust in the Shadow of Egypt. Well, this devil will show you year after year, decade after decade, that he gives two fucks about you niggas, man. And like I said earlier, when he see opportunity like it, he salivates. We already know Esau, he wants to make certain parts of America 15-minute cities. You know? Hey, I speak as a man. I believe Gary is one of those cities he want to make as a 15-minute city. And what way to get rid of niggas is doing a natural disaster. And the crazy part about it, I drove through Gary, after this happened, and what Jake doing out there barbecuing? Jake got the swine on the grill, partying.
Hey, Jake at the gas stations, bro. Posted up, man. Posted up like it's a party, bro. Like real talk, in the dark, bro. I'm riding because man. Jake out there partying, dancing. Keisha out there shaking her rump roast. You know what I mean? And just kicking it at the gas station, posted up like it's a club. Hey, Jake don't take shit serious, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking at these things as, oh man, hey, these got to be the signs of the end time, man. This is a sign of the Lord, man. Let me get my shit in order, man. Let me get myself right.
Hey, if I may too, because this is not the first. It's like several storms been coming through this motherfucker. Remember, Maryville got hit hard a couple months ago.
Not too long ago, yeah.
Maryville got hit and shit. I think this is like the second tornado came through Gary. Remember, Gary got hit over there around not the Tolliston area. What's the fuck the area over there on the west side?
Bronx,
yeah, over the Westville. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake ain't taking no heed. Jake out, like we saying, out there partying, shaking ass, eating swine, smoking blunts.
Yeah.
Shooting up gas stations. I seen I was telling the brothers before I drove motherfucking Jake try to break into the damn liquor store. You see bulletproof holes in the bullet, try to shoot up the damn, shoot the glass down so you can go in there and loot.
Crazy.
Crazy work, bro. Jake ass, man. That's why, when we first come to the truth, I think Elliot Schremer said, and we all had that mindset. You want to save everybody. You love your people. Like, damn, man, we Israelites. Look how beautiful our people are. And as you go on more and grow on this truth, you realize, man, fuck these niggas.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get to the point like, I see why the Lord got to kill these niggas. Kill these niggas, Lord. These niggas are unreasonable, unmerciful. You can't talk to them. They stupid as fuck. They very opinionated. It's like opinionated. So the only way you could do with a generation like this is just wipe their ass out. They're a degenerate plant, man. What you do with degenerates? You get rid of it.
Yeah. Hey, that's not far-fetched from the Lord, man. The Lord has done this many times before, man. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? He's going to do it again, man. But this time he's going to save his very elect, man. He still has 7,000 men that will not bow the knee to Baal, man, that he has to come to deliver, man. Hey, we hoping we are that hopeful elect, man, But go ahead, bro. Y'all got him.
I'll get these last two verses in this if you want in Lamentations. It says,
grab that. I got another precept too after you grab that. I want you to grab.
4:18, it says, "They hunt our steps, that we should not
Mhm.
go in our streets. Our end is near, our day is fulfilled, for our end is come."
That's it. Yep. And our enemies do hunt our steps, man. They just looking for the right perfect time. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They looking for the right perfect moment and justification, to really put that blame on you, man. You know, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So he could be justified to come down upon you, man. You know,
Yep.
and it's really the wrath of the Lord, man. It's really the Lord, you know what I'm saying, sending that death angel towards Jake, man. You know, for his rebelliousness and disobedience, man. You know, and he's just using this damn devil as that sword, man. So the Lord, like he speaks of, I forget it, I believe it's in Isaiah when he talks about he's gonna that sword is furbished, man. He's sharpening that sword for these niggas out here, man. You know? And the Lord ain't gonna show no pity, man. You got it, bro.
If I
That
may,
was Ezekiel you quoted.
Ezekiel come 17 or something like that, I believe in that area. Go ahead, bro.
if I may, it's mighty you said that they waiting for that perfect time, because you have to understand, with these natural disasters happening, people are starting to get more riled up due to the fact of, I've seen people who complain about there not being power, complain about spending money on generators, complaining about having all this food go to waste. So with all of these different natural disasters, they're riling people up more and more to get in a mind state of getting pissed off. You're wasting money on food, which is also pushing a famine, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
wasting money on all of these different things, and now you have people sitting up here getting in their mindset, okay, there's no access to this, there's no access to that. I can just go and take it, and who gonna stop me?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because
Precept.
all these things are building up in order for, like the brother said, that perfect moment to snatch you up in
Yeah,
snare.
yeah, because that's what Esau want to happen. He want that chaos to ensue. Hey, the National Guards, like the elder was saying, hey, they here, and really they've been here. You know what I'm saying? They just been in disguise and been waiting for that perfect moment, man. For this you call it natural disaster, I call it unnatural disasters, man. Because these type of situations don't even really supposed to be happening the way it's happening right now,
Yep.
man. But we in the end times. You see what I'm saying? We in the end times where the Lord said all this stuff is going to happen, man. Under
Con.
the guidance and the under the rule of this damn wicked, man. You see?
Ooh, quick pre.
Go ahead, bro.
This is a quick one. To back up what the brother Yasrala said. Um, Sirach 10 and 13. For
God.
pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
Mm.
And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Just like the brother Yasrala said, these things not supposed to be happening, it's really unnatural. These things, it's coming from the Lord, eventually it's gonna, span out to something greater, very soon. Not the time to take the trouble.
God. Yeah, the Lord's gonna damage some shit, man. That's what that word calamity is going to, man. Hey, the Lord about to damage Jake out here, man. Disasters. This is gonna be disasters, man, and loss of everything, loss of children, loss of materials, loss of funds, finances. You see, hey, Jake is a loss of patience, like we mentioned in camp yesterday. You know, it's gonna be that's why the Lord put us through. When we entered into this truth, man, hey, we prepared our soul for temptations, and guess what, man? We braced for losing shit, man. You know,
Mhm.
now, and these motherfuckers ain't gonna know how to act, man, when they lose. These are just the beginning of the sorrows, man, that the Lord told us is gonna happen.
Hey, Con, yeah, it's my you said that because hey, the Lord, he's making us battle ready.
Come on,
So we're
bro.
gonna be battle ready, battle tested when these things come. So it's not gonna affect us. Certain
Well,
things we're gonna lose. These niggas gonna be through.
that's it, bro. That's it,
These
bro.
niggas gonna be through. Hey, Baba
Yep.
Kushak, can you grab that scripture where it says, "Horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation"?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true, bro. And and,
Grab
and, and
that
to
scripture.
land back while he grabbing that scripture, to land back what you're saying, man. When this lights and stuff went out, man, hey, really, I felt a calm spirit on me, man. I really, when it came on, my shit just not came on early this morning. man, I was kind of sad, man. Like I put in the chat, I was a little sad, you know, because hey, the Lord had a calm spirit on me, man. You know what I mean? Because we pray for these things. We need these things to ensue and to happen, in order for the Lord's word to be true, in order for us to be one step closer to getting up out of this thing, man. You see what I'm saying? So we pray for the downfall, every day, man, sending up curses, praying for the
If I
Lord
may
to
back
deliver us from the wicked. Go ahead, it's like it.
so like interrupt you, just further, confirmation, me and Iowa, brother Yakwa was talking about how, it's telling how the men of the Lord, the ones that believe right now, are calm, through everything that's going on, how everybody around us, they frantic, they having time to get gas, waiting in line for hours for food and gas, we expecting it, so remain calm, through it all, Lord willing.
If I may. And it's mighty. He said he had a spirit of peace because when all these things happen, we was chilling. What we do? Oh, there's no Wi-Fi. Cool. Read. Wisdom and knowledge shall
Yep.
be the spirit of our times. I was cool and I was reading my scripts,
Yep.
man. But you
Yep.
had other people losing their mind. I can't go without Wi-Fi. I can't go without internet. I don't know what to do. But see, the man of the Lord was fine. We understood that these things were going to come to pass, and we wanted to actually happen more. But these people, they're losing their wits and they're revolting back to beast-like mindset. What's called states, not knowing what to do in these times.
Yep. Absolutely. Why? Because the Lord
Hey.
told us. It's like
No, you got it, bro. You got it, bro.
real quick. He said, the Lord told us to cleave unto Him. Sirach chapter 2, man. We got to cleave unto the Lord. Hey, when shit get rough and when things start to, seem like it's closing in on you, man, we cleave unto the Lord, man. We cleave unto the brotherhood, Hey, the Lord gave us the ammunition in order for us, to be fueled, during those times. That is specifically, more so for these times to come, these perilous times to come. Specifically, Go ahead, bro. You got it. You're right.
No, you got it. I forgot my thought. You got it. That was all spirit.
Slack it, bro. I'm slack it. Go ahead. Y'all get the precepts.
Where do we want to start? Oh yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3, and it says 17 pointers and 18, actually 19. It says, "For though they live long, yet shall it be
Matter of
nothing."
fact, hey, Slack it. Start at 8:16. What's that? 16?
It says, "As for the children of adulterers,
Yeah,
It says, "As
because
for the
that's his generation. Because really, they're children of adulterers. Because why? They idol worshipers. They worship everything else but the Most High. You know? You got it, bro.
says Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 16. It says, "As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor."
That's gonna be the 2/3 star, especially these niggas, these what's the word looking for? The giants of today, the renowned men of our nation, like LeBron, Jordan, Oprah. Man, they gonna be regarded as nothing, nigga. They're gonna be without honor. And even on down to the lower level, these different people that have different titles and positions. I'm a principal at this school. I'm this. I work here. I'm the C. I mean, shit in the times to come, man. Or don't give a fuck about none of those positions, man, that you got. Because to be honest, a lot of people, they got these different titles and positions. How they got it is by what? Ill-gotten ways, man. I'm speaking to our people. Because you got Jake, doing well in today's society. They got different titles, positions, and Lord don't mean that shit ain't gonna mean shit in the times to come. You got it, bro.
Says verse 18. "Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial."
Oh, they ain't gonna have no hope. You got it, Yashra.
No, you got it, big fella. Go ahead.
Yeah, they gonna be without hope. They ain't got the word. Like the brother was saying, man, when the storm came, man, I was, I heard a tornado alarm and, the phone going off. I looked out the window for a second. I'm like, fuck it, go back to sleep. I went back to sleep. Lord told me, like, get back to sleep. Shit, I slept good during the storm.
Yeah, because you don't get me wrong, man. You have a fear, especially when you're seeing it. So but what you do, man, you go pray to the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna calm your storm within your mind. You see what I'm saying? He gonna calm your nerves to where you were like, hey, you know what? Hey, let me pray to the Lord, boom, boom. You know, and then the Lord will put a certain calmness on you, man. That's all I was doing, man. While I was praying, you know, praying to the praying for the Akim. You know what I'm saying? To protect the Akim, man. You see what I'm saying? Hey, that's what we do, man, and that's what the Lord want to see. The Lord want to see, okay, who gonna seek me? You know, hey, the Lord is gonna teach you the fear of Him, man. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. Go ahead, bro.
Says verse 19. For horrible was the end of the unrighteous generation.
Horrible. Horrible. Hey, real quick, it's another precept. Back it up. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. There's a generation that seemeth right, and we're amongst that generation. That's why the Lord also bringing these plagues. Remember that we're amongst the same niggas that said crucify him, crucify him. Those same niggas are back on the earth right now. Some of them niggas are neighbors.
Yeah.
Some of them niggas, bro,
Our
we see
family.
at the grocery store. Yeah. Our family members, your cousin, your wicked ass brother. You know, the same niggas right back on the earth right now, eating and drinking, talking shit, drinking Hennessy.
Quoted
You
again.
know, there's a generation, I think it's in Ecclesiastes, that seemeth right in their own eye, that curseth. There's a generation that curseth. It's in Ecclesiastes, I believe. Or is it maybe in Proverbs? Yeah, that's Proverbs. Yeah, it's like
It's
it was one of Solomon's writing.
Con. I started at 11. It says Proverbs 30 and 11. There's a generation that curses their father and doeth not bless their mother. There's a
Are we
generation.
not amongst that generation? It's like, do we not see that?
Mm-hmm.
Jake cursing his mama. I seen that shit firsthand in the hood. Motherfucker, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit to their own mama. You know, shit that was once taboo amongst our culture. Well, it wasn't our culture, but taboo amongst our nation. Now Jake is the fucking forefront of it. Nigga shooting up his mama because she ain't buying him a video game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's
Cursing his mom out. You got it, bro.
That's how you. As days, what the scripture say, they should be ungrateful, disrespectful to their parents. You know, roughly paraphrasing it. You know, we in the love of many, waxing cold. You know, even amongst our people, man. You know, this is how you know, man. That's why the Lord gonna have to judge this place, man. You got it, Uriah.
You can read. Keep reading, bro.
Yes, sir. It says Proverbs 30 and 12. There's a generation that appear in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their filthiness.
I used to get on TikTok, man. You got Jake and Gary walking drive through me. You know, it's a sad day. You know, we need to pray. Oh, look at that nigga. Fuck y'all. There ain't no sad day. It's a rejoiceful day for us.
Absolutely.
Fuck you talking about, nigga. This nigga with a suit and tie and bald head. You know, we got to pray. So that's how proud we don't pray enough. Which, in a sense, he is telling the truth, but we know who he praying to. They not praying to the God of Abraham. They praying to fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're right. The Lord said, pray not for these people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pray not for these people, bro. Hey, we praying for the hopefully elect, the men, you know, women and children that have given their lives up to this world, man. You see what I'm saying? And now has made a life of serving the Lord to the best of their ability, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not praying for the wicked, bro. You know, hey, David. You know, when he got in this, David. Hey, it was wicked amongst his own people. You know that David said, "What? Let their tables be a snare, man." You see what I'm saying? Hey, so this is what we're praying. We're praying that same prayer, man. You know. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Conscious spirit. You say that because when you read Psalms 109, that's pretty much David praying. Read Psalms the 109th chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Is David really praying for the downfall of his enemies? Who do you think he was talking about? He was talking about his own kind.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about when you read them Psalms, man, a lot of David was really talking about his own fucking people, man. Wicked ass niggas, grimy niggas, bro. Them same like I was saying earlier, them same niggas that said crucify, crucify. Them same niggas and their children are on the earth right now. Those same niggas that was in the wilderness complaining about, oh, we want to go back to Egypt. Them niggas are right amongst us.
Right.
Eating hog head cheese, all kind of shit, bro.
Liver cheese.
Yeah, liver cheese. catfish boils. You know, like seafood boils, bro. These people are right amongst us, man.
Yeah. Crab. Looking at this motherfucker Boosa ass. He talking about some crab. Motherfucker eating the crab, motherfucking what's that shit down Louisiana?
Crawfish.
Yeah, that crawfish shit, you know, fucking wicked ass nigga, man. But this is what get glorified, man. You know?
Mhm.
They through. Go ahead, bro. You got it. You got it on the precepts, bro. Let's read them precepts, bro.
That's some on that.
I'll read 13. It says, "There's a generation, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up."
Yeah, proud as hell. You know, they proud as hell, bro. They proud for nothing though. Jake proud, like the brother was mentioned earlier. Jake proud because he in an apartment. You know, Jake proud that, you know, because this damn devil has given him some type of incentive to be wicked, man. You know, he giving him that gift that really in return destroyed his fight, man. He took the fight from Jake, man. You know. And meanwhile, you proud against the men of the Lord for trying to show you and let you know of your wicked ways, and you offending the Lord, man. You know, you thumbing up your nose, you know, and shunning away, you know, the men of the Lord, man, because they don't look like us. We don't look like the world, man. We not of the world, man. The scriptures say, man, the world will love his own, man. You know. So, hey, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we not of the world, man. And this is why the Lord is going to bring a judgment, you know, starting with our people, man. Lord willing, you know, we be on the right side of judgment, man. Go ahead, bro.
Especially these women. You got a bitch with 1,000 body counts. Proud as hell. When back then the ancient whores was looked down upon. Hell, even when I grew up, man, you was known as a neighborhood hoe. You was looking down upon. That was something they was, you know, they try to keep to themselves. Now these bitches proud, fat hoes, proud, fat. I'm talking about big, fat, nasty hoes.
Yeah.
Which with a standard.
Yeah, it's standard. Yeah. 6
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. I need a nigga with 6 figures. How about you lose 200 pounds before you even, you know what I'm saying?
How about you lose 6 figures?
Yeah, fuck out of here. You be walking around, you proud, man. Niggas proud, motherfuckers in wheelchairs proud. Homeless.
Yeah.
The scripture say that's one thing that grieves, that makes them mad is a poor man,
Man, that's
who is proud.
Yeah.
You poor and you proud, bro. How the fuck is that?
Say, bro.
Like Mutombo folks yesterday.
Yeah, fam. Yeah. Yeah, y'all better be right, man. Go on back up the road, fam. You know, and the carnival of us wanted to, man, come on, get out. You know, lure his ass out, you know, and hit him with upside his head with that stick that he had in the car. But you know what? This is a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't on that mission. The Lord didn't send us on the mission to be MMA fighters, man. You know, he sent us on the mission to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. You know, and we not here for that. You know what I mean? We not here now. We gonna defend ourselves, don't get me wrong, but we not here for that, Jake. You know, we out here to tell you where you going off and where you offending the Lord. If you don't feel that fits you, man, then move the fuck on down the block. You know? Go ahead, bro. Y'all got it.
I had something if y'all didn't have nothing.
Yeah,
bring it out.
Yeah,
Second
and don't forget you was in that Ezekiel, and you get the scriptures that we was holding, and then
7. We could finish that. It was one more verse. I get
no,
that.
get your precept.
It's a few verses in this. That's why.
Okay, bro. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, get that disaster after disaster, which go right into this anyway.
Absolutely.
You finished that Ecclesiastes or no?
You talking the Proverbs?
The Proverbs.
Yeah.
Let's finish that first and then. Oh, you already finished it?
That was it on that, yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Ezekiel 7, and I'll read 4 again. It says, this is in the NLT, hitting on what you had pointed on point 5. It says, I will turn my eyes away. It's like I will turn my eyes away and show no pity. I will pay you for all your detestable sins. Then you will know that I am the Lord.
Yeah, because see, this payback season, man. You know, and the Lord is gonna put you in a conundrum to where you gonna know it's the Lord.
Yep.
Even though you gonna get a credit, you get a credit now. You're giving the credit to yourself and the so-called white man, you know, to everybody else, but who the credit belongs to, man. But guess what? The Lord gonna put you in the trap, in the trick bag, and guess what? You gonna know it's of the Lord. Now, man, you gonna know this coming. This judgment is coming from the Lord. You see? Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 5. This is what the sovereign Lord says: disaster
Mhm.
after disaster is coming your way.
That's it. Calamities, bro. Like the brother mentioned earlier. You know, hey, these disasters is coming one after another. I believe the elder Yeshua, he coined it as polycrisis. You know, multiple crises going on at once, man. You know, which will put in the ungodly's mind, you know, an unfaithful mind. Like, damn, they not gonna know what to do. It's gonna be the Lord say He gonna leave you in a state of perplexity, man, of confusion, of uncertainty, not knowing which way to turn. You know, while the hopefully elect is turning, you know, to the Lord, man, as our guide, as our protection, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, I can keep going in this. It says, verse 6, the end has come. It has finally
Mhm.
arrived. Your final doom is waiting.
That's it. Go ahead.
Your end is coming, nigga. Your judgment is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked ass niggas, you fucking sellout pastors. You know, you wicked ass judges.
God.
You know, all you people, man. Can't, and you know what I'm saying? You clergymen. Because you got Jake that be in that shit too, especially in this area. Hey, all y'all, they be proud. You know, all you motherfuckers finna get it, bro. You know, the lower levels of, and it's going, and the Lord know how to get a nigga. He gonna hit your ass where it hurt you. Your children.
Mm-hmm.
Your children and that your children, the two things are gonna get a nigga, wake a nigga up. When the Lord kill their children and when he hit their ass with that famine.
Stomach, yeah. Yeah.
That two
Yeah.
things will really wake a nigga up. Cause you know, Jake, they put their children on a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you start killing they fucking kids, you know, that's gonna really make Jake like, oh shit. And then that famine. Because you know, like Elder Monatazak and the bishop said, you know, the bishop Monatazak, he said, man, he said one thing niggas love to do, niggas love to eat.
Oh yeah, foodies.
Foodies, man. Especially that nigga woman. So you wait
Mm-hmm.
and see when there ain't no food, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Cause the nigga, as long as he can be able to go get some food somewhere, somehow, he cool. It could be a sandwich or a hot dog, you know, a nigga straight, but you wait and see when there ain't no food, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
It
You
says,
got it.
continuing on.
Seven. Seven should be the point, and then you can go ahead and get what the
Yep,
brothers
yep.
need.
Okay. Ezekiel 7 and 7, it says, O people of Israel, the day of your destruction is dawning. The
Mm-hmm.
time has come. The day of trouble is near. Shouts of anguish will be heard on the mountains, not shouts of joy.
God. You know, and when that darkness hit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, when that darkness hit, just like in Egypt, man, you hear them. Hey, when the Lord sent that death angel, you know what I'm saying, to kill, you know, unalive, the unborn, what's that? You know, of the Egyptians. Man, you heard nothing
Firstborn.
but say it again. The firstborn, right?
To the
Yeah,
firstborn.
yeah. What did I say? The secondborn? Yeah, the firstborn. Hey, guess what, man? You heard that crying and howling in the streets, man. You know, and you gonna hear the same thing, man. You see, especially when it's pitch black, just dark, you know, and you can hear nothing but a grown man crying and yelling, or one of those. The brother could test a war cry, you know, brother shouting because he just unalived somebody, man, and he just, you know, with his bare hands, man. When motherfuckers start to get in that spirit, man, you know, hey, Jake better be afraid, man.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, bro.
Y'all have anything before I get into 2nd Ezra 15?
You got it, bro.
2nd Ezra 15, I start at 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. All right, and that's what we're doing, man. As watchmen of Israel, we're speaking the words of prophecy, man. We're seeing all these different things and we're linking it up according to the scriptures. And we're giving you guys warning, also giving ourselves warning to get right while the time is, what's it called, nigh. All right, the doors of mercy are open, and that's why the Lord is holding back his that judgment, man, so that you can get right. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get right, hey, that's on you. That's why I said some count slackness, man. The Lord isn't being slack. He's giving you that opportunity and liberty to do right on your own accord. But see, you guys aren't going to actually do those things. So when the Lord does come down with that judgment, He's not going to show pity because you had that opportunity.
Yeah, Jake forget he on probation. He out on probation.
Yep.
Or you know what I'm saying? You on probation. They think, okay, yeah. They tell you when you're on probation, nigga, they stay out of trouble. Get a job. Go work. Right now we on probation. We it ain't we know the Lord gave us a little leniency. Okay, go out, teach the word, get right before I come. But what a nigga do? A nigga, I'm on probation. He doubled down on his wickedness.
Nigga go back to the hood.
Yeah, then he cry when his ass get caught up. No, man, it's time for you to pay now. And that doors of mercy is quickly closing, man. Like the elder Damash said yesterday, man, we want the Lord to hasten the times, man. It's just say our salvation is nearer than we believe. Hey, you see how quickly all this shit just happened? I was just watching some in Wisconsin, man. Tornado EF3 went through that motherfucker, destroyed everything in that bitch, bro. Come on. And think about it, this is only a EF1 or a fucking 2 that came through. Imagine if a 5 came through this area.
Man.
EF4, EF3, 4, and 5 came through this bitch. Niggas thinking they losing their mind. You got Keisha on the thing. Oh, I just survived the tornado. Because the nigga will always want to play victim. We wait till when you see an EF4 come through this motherfucker. Or a 5. I'm talking it's leveling homes. You can't even recognize what street you on. You ain't even know what the street's at. That's what's gonna happen, man. You got it, bro.
Second Esdras 15:2. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. It says,
these words. You got it, bro.
No, you got it.
These words are faithful and true, which is gonna come to pass, man. The Lord, the scripture say he's not a man, he should lie.
Mm-hmm.
Man lie, women lie, like Jay-Z say. Women lie, no, the Lord don't. That wicked ass nigga. You got it, bro.
It says, fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Mutombo folks.
Mm-hmm.
Mutombo, man, them niggas like that, bro. Them niggas, they gonna die, bro. Then where incredulity goes into lack of belief or lack of faith. The unbeliever. We don't give a fuck you don't believe or not. Our job ain't here to convince you to believe. Our job here is to give you the fucking warning. Now, whether you take heed or not, that's on your ass. We ain't here to force you to believe. We ain't here to force feed you the truth.
If I may, and it's mighty due to the fact of, yeah, y'all got a lack of belief, but the more and more these things are popping off, the more and more these things are happening. The ones who believe are only being more rooted. Their faith is only growing more because the Lord he's doing the things he said he was going to do. So it shows the difference between y'all who lack belief and we who have that belief, man. We see what's happening. And we understand that it's only going to get worse, but it brings us joy seeing these things happen because we understand what? The kingdom of heaven is on its way.
Shit, we love because when disaster comes, she ain't got to worry about bills.
Yep.
Worry about going to work. Fuck, who know what I'm saying? That's a relief. You ain't got to worry about bills, none of that shit. Because that's but Jake, that's what Jake wanted. Jake wanted everything to go back. He wanted to continue to be a slave, man.
Mm-hmm.
He want to go to work and break his fucking back, and you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. We want this place. We want chaos. We ain't got to worry about shit, but just surviving.
Yep. Continuing on, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All right.
God, if I may,
you got it.
Hey, remember that movie Bird Box?
Yeah.
I remember the scene. You had the people, they trying to blindfold this shit. Those like the 2/3 they didn't want to see. Look at, but the people that was able, like, look at it, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at it. And they ain't die. That's us. Because they had the one they actually when they opened their eyes, they didn't kill themselves. They actually, they rejoiced at what they were seeing.
Yeah. Some of them
That's
who
us,
opened
man.
their eyes had died. Then you had some who didn't. Then you had some who did and was able to survive.
Yeah. And we the ones that open our eyes and we looking at the destruction like, oh man, it's beautiful to us. The scriptures say what? Better is the end of the thing than the beginning of it.
Yep. Come. Continuing on. It says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what the Lord
Uh,
is doing now, man. We're seeing all these things come to fruition. Yes, it's on a small fold, right? But we understand that it's all gradualism. All of these things are working one another in tangent, right? In order to push forward the will of the Lord, man. Like we were saying earlier, when we seeing all these different prophecies and all these different destructions come to pass, we understand that it's all working for the betterment of the truth, right? And these things are just riling up the spirits of the people more and more and more until the Lord pretty much calls that time. So these things are only going to get worse,
mhm.
right? We understand that this sword, famine, death, and destruction, all of these things are going to happen for certain. What did it say earlier? For it's faithful and true.
Look at the climax of the movie.
Yeah.
There's no the movie. When the movie starts to transit the climax, the music, the music start to change.
The intensity.
You know, the intensity of the movie start, and like, oh shit, something finna happen. You glued to the screen. Because now that's what we're reaching. We're reaching towards the climax in the movie, the best part of the movie. The best part of the Lord's movie is the destruction of Babylon and the 2/3 of the wicked. He saw the destruction of the heathen nations. And we like the old saying, we all say, man, what a time to be alive, man. This is the best time to be alive, man. It's scary, you don't get it twisted, but hey, it's, at the same time, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Because all our forefathers, yearned to see this day, to see the downfall of enemy, to see the downfall of the wicked of our people. And now we're here, you know?
It says, you good?
I'm good. I'm just
Okay.
yawning.
It says, it's a lot. Verse 6. For wickedness have exalted and exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. All right. And that's the brothers, man. We're the ones that's crying continually. We're the ones on the highways and byways going out here preaching, asking the Lord to bring these things, man. And the Lord is at a point where he's about to start enacting his judgment upon the earth. Right? If you're not one of those ones crying, you're not one of those ones seeking that covering, hey, you're gonna be on the outside looking in, and you're gonna be a part of that destruction, man. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna go over the second Ezra 16 now. Y'all got anything else? Oh, he left. All right, well, let me go ahead and get this 16, and then we can close it up. Second Ezra 16. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Matter of fact, actually, a lot. It says, Second Ezra 16, I'm starting at verse 8. It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right? There's nobody that can stop these things that the Lord has coming upon this wicked nation and upon this wicked world, man. The Lord said these things are going to happen, so they're going to happen. And the Lord is sending these plagues, once again, to either put more fear in you, put more faith in you, or to condemn you, man. When you see these different things, it's either you're gonna have a wake up call and say I need to get right, or you're gonna continue to wax worse and worse, and eventually these things are gonna take you. Okay. It says, verse 9: a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Right? Nobody can quench the wrath of the Lord, man. You have to understand that this is a power that rules the universe, man. This is a power that's unmatchable. All right, so nothing that you're putting your trust in, which is folly due to the fact that, see, when these things happen, all you guys do is run and say, well, let me get a generator. I get a generator, I'll be fine. Well, Nips go out here working. I got my internet back. I'm cool. You not acknowledging that these things are happening for a reason. You're not acknowledging that you need to get right. No, you sit here and go by carnal means and think that these things that are what's it called, temporary, can protect you. But what's gonna protect you when that day truly comes? What are you gonna trust in? That generator not gonna work. That gas that's in that generator ain't gonna always be there. Right? All that food that you so-called storing up, stocking up, hey, you might not be able to get to it. So no matter what you're putting your faith in, if it ain't the Lord, you're cooked.
Yeah, a nigga, man. I thought it was a nigga. Because a nigga always gonna find a way out. So you think, nigga always think he gonna find a way. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Like you said, what you gonna do what you gonna do when an EMP attack happen? When your ass can't even get in your car don't work because the EMP knocked out all the electricity in your car.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming too. It's gonna be foreign troops on the ground.
Yep.
What you gonna do when they draft your damn sons and daughters to the Third World War? Like we said, bro, we want more storms. I actually kind of mad, like the brother said, I'm mad at the power turned back on. Damn, power come back because you get mad like that. But at the end of the day, we know that's still the Lord showing mercy.
Yep.
The Lord, he's a merciful power,
Yep. Even though the power came on, it's gonna go back off. So don't get too comfortable with having it back on. All right, that should have been a wake up call. Let me get more engulfed in my scriptures. Let me get more engulfed in His word, man. All right, because once again, it showed the difference between someone who puts their trust in the Lord and someone who puts their trust in the things of this world. Right, as soon as those things was taken away, what happened? Which star withdrawing themselves with these people? They didn't know how to act without their cell phones. They didn't know how to act without phone service, Wi-Fi, lights, all of these different things. Right. So what's gonna happen when it don't come back on? Because eventually, one of these times, that light switch ain't gonna flick back on. It says verse 10. He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? And this is matching right up with that Amos 3, man. The Lord doing all these things. But yet, you guys don't give reverence to the Lord. You guys won't acknowledge that it's the Lord doing these things. Once again, you're giving that reverence to another. Right? But eventually, it's going to come a point where you're going to have no other option but to acknowledge it's the Lord doing these things, man. It says, verse 11, the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, the foundations thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep. The waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, the fishes thereof also, before the Lord, before the glory of his power. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And these are the things that are going to come to pass, man. We're going to get more earthquakes. We're going to get more tidal waves, all of these different things, man. All these so-called natural disasters. We're going to get more of those things. And then to top it off, the Lord is going to start sending ICBM nuclear missiles in order to put that firework, that icing on the cake, man. Right? All these things are coming to pass. But yet you don't want to heed towards the warning. You want to continue to wax worse and worse and worse. Right? So what it say? Let the unfaithful die in his unfaithfulness. Right? That's going to be the end of you if you don't get right now. It says, verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Right? Nobody's going to be able to stop these things that are coming to pass, man. It says, verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plague shall be sent upon the earth and shall not return again. All right, and these are the same thing. The Lord did these things in Egypt, and this is the second coming of Egypt, and it's only going to be worse because the generation is waxed worse. The Lord's going to outdo himself this go around. All right, so what the brother said, this was only an F2. What's going to happen when an F5 or something hit? And those things are coming to pass, man. So once again, stop putting your trust in generators and gas and all of these different things because those things aren't going to always be accessible. Right? Put your trust in the Lord. That's one thing that's not going to run dry in the times of disaster, man. right? That hotline to the Lord, it's gonna be blinging crazy for those who actually trust in the Lord, but those who don't, hey, your number is gonna get a dial tone. It says verse 17, female verses, and if y'all don't have anything, we can close up. It says verse 17, woe is me who would deliver me in those days, right? The beginning of sorrow and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evil, what shall I do when these evils shall come? And we're seeing those things now, man. This is only the beginning. And let alone the time is speeding up so much. If you really think about it, just the last year, we've seen so much chaos happen in such a short amount of time span. Right. And it's starting to come to a point every month is something new popping off. All right. I was listening to one of the brothers. He pretty much said that they're predicting another natural disaster. How can you predict something that is natural? So it's showing you, just like the brother said earlier, these are unnatural things happening. Right. So when wintertime comes, hey, who's to say something real bad won't happen to the point where you can't move? You can't go get these things which you so called trying to trust in. You just got to sit there and soak in it. It says verse.
Yeah. The winter coming.
Yep.
And we still more storms coming. This shit ain't over with. And you know it's too,
Oh,
this
right.
year particularly, remember this all started in March. Remember that tornado that came through March and Kankakee, hailstorms?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this shit it's like every month a storm hitting this bitch. Boom.
And it's spreading
Bear
out
building
more and
got
more.
hit. Yeah. Remember the one just hit Hazelcrest a couple weeks ago. The tornado touched down to East Hazelcrest. And the Lord fucking this area up, man, because a lot of wicked shit goes on in this area, man. You know, a lot of wicked ass niggas, wicked ass corrupt police officials and government officials, wicked ass court system. The Lord finna fuck this place up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Jake just wicked, period. You know, Jake just doing all kinds of evil, killing each other. Especially in Gary, man. A lot of evil shit goes on in Gary. Grimy niggas. It's crazy. You could just look at it. You know, now the spirit, Lord give you more discernment when you can just look at somebody like this nigga, a grimy ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Them same grimy niggas gonna be screaming like bitches in the street. Asking you, what are we gonna be asking? What are we gonna do?
Oh, so tough niggas ain't so tough no more.
Yeah. And yeah, like we were saying earlier, wait till the Lord start bringing them strange apparitions. Oh man. You're gonna be seeing shit you ain't never seen. A 7'8" ghost coming towards your ass, chasing your ass up the street.
She gonna shoot it? You gonna punch it?
Can't do shit. He just chasing your ass. Nigga face half Hulk, half, what I'm saying?
Yep.
What's that one creature they said they've been seeing the sightings of? It's called you know the name Yawasop? It's called Krypton, some shit, Crypt.
Hell no.
It's called a crypt. They said they've been seeing sightings of it in northern Illinois called Kryptonite. This was like a half wolf, half man
Oh,
type
you
shit.
talking about Wolfman, Dogman,
Wolf
Dogman.
Man, you got
Yeah.
Man Bear, all these different things. Mothman,
Yeah.
Slender Man, like come on, bro.
The man, bro. Jeepers Creepers gonna be coming for your ass. All them niggas, bro.
That right there.
Jeepers.
I like the reference that to Cabin in the Woods, man. If you seen that old one, they had all those different things just sitting there locked up. And they was trying to just let it go one by one until they no longer had control of it and all the damn cages opened up. And all these different fables, all these different creatures that some people don't believe in, some people believe in, they came out and they start hunting. And the Lord's gonna release these things. It's gonna be new form beast. Right? All these things are for certain gonna happen.
Yeah, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, he gonna be chasing your ass. And you ain't gonna be able to outrun him. And let's not forget the robots. Terminator dogs.
It's over with.
It's over for you niggas, man.
Continuing on, verse 19, it says, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And these things are sent to appease the wrath of the Lord. Right? And these things are sent as a warning. However, it's time and time again these things are happening. Each time it's happening bigger and bigger and bigger, but nobody is still acknowledging why these things are happening. Right? But the men of the Lord are acknowledging and they're giving you warning. What do y'all do? Turn the other way. Boy, fuck you. I don't care about what you got to say. I'm finna go get this generator. Right? This is the spirit y'all are in. Y'all feel like y'all can handle these things on your own. All right, so continue to have that feeling. Because when the time comes and you, like the brother said, y'all, they gonna, what should we do? To do what you been doing, nigga. I ain't got nothing for you. Right? What they say, go to the sellers and buy. Nah, you can't get none of this oil.
We're gonna be put up anyway.
Man.
They're gonna be looking for. They're gonna be driving the Calumet. I seen them in Griffith. Driving the Griffith. I seen them out there in Chicago. We driving, looking. Ain't gonna find our ass. You gonna
Same
find
way
us.
the
You
Lord
gonna
was.
find a. Gonna be ISUPK out there telling your ass take the MOTB.
Well, step right up and get your jab.
Saying that's right. That's right. So what for you niggas, man?
Says verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right. And we didn't harken on it time and time again, man. Nobody's being mindful of the things that are happening. Nobody's actually trying to link these things up. And maybe somebody with common sense would be, maybe this is beyond the natural things of what people are doing. Maybe it's actually something going on behind scenes. Maybe this is the Lord being pissed at us. No, nobody has that. Nobody wants to be in that type of mind state. Everybody wants to continue to do their folly. Like the brother said, niggas and Gary still partying. But the Lord said these things are going to happen. He said, just as the days of Noah, so shall be the days of the son coming of the Son of Man. Right? So you niggas going to continue to wax worse and worse. But once again, the warning still has to go out, whether you hear it for bear. And now that you've been warned, hey, the blood is off our hands, and the Lord isn't going to show you pity because you were warned. Y'all had anything else?
No, sir.
And we know this type of topic, you can keep going on and on and on.
Facts.
So, Lord willing, we do a part 2. Lord willing, this video was edifying. With that, we're going to give all praise and glory again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakodash. Double honors again to our Apostle Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. I want to say, Kwame Yasharallah, a ball chemotherapy, man. 2026, man. Soon.
Soon.
Oh.